Hey there guys, I'm just doing a quick video, show you. I've been doing some having a look inside these Suntour forks. The model is an E25, NEX E25. These are like the normal sort of NEX hybrid fork, but they're slightly beefier, thicker stanchions, that sort of thing. Meant to be used on e-bikes. I got them from a German components seller, and they're about £30. Which you'd think, I mean, they'd have to be truly terrible, wouldn't they, not to release a bit of value on 30 quid, but they've been appalling, to be honest. So the first thing to do if you're taking them apart is take off anything that's attached to the lower half of the fork. So you called it the legs, yeah, the legs. So I just got the brake and a dynamo cable there, and then it will just slide off. You might have to give it quite a good yank to get them both sides off together. So on this side here we've got the spring in this tube here, and there's the bolt which sticks out the bottom of the fork leg. There's a little nut on there which I took off to take them off. Same on this side, another nut here. That just comes off, and then just give it a yank and the bottom half here should just slide right off. First thing I noticed, lots of water came out, probably about an egg cup full between the two sides. That's not great. Loads of water in there. And perhaps the most disappointing thing are all this gouging and abrasions on the fork stanchions. I mean, they probably had about 12 hours use, I should think, these forks. All off-road, getting covered in mud and stuff, you know, but I mean 12 hours, that's really poor quality, and they've just perhaps that's why they're not working so well anymore, because these stanchions have become rough. But you can see that, I mean, it's quite extensive, isn't it? And it's not just that side, it's worse on that side, but there's also some smaller bits on this side as well. And I've given them a damn good rub with a bit of cloth and a bit of WD-40, and it won't come off. So I'm pretty sure that's actually scarring. I wonder how that happened. I mean, what have we got in here? I mean, you look at that in there. It's absolutely slathered with grit and mud. Pretty bad that, isn't it? Same that side. So, yeah, pretty disappointing. I mean, you think for £30 you couldn't go wrong, but it turns out you can. At least you can take these apart to see why they went wrong, so there's a bit of educational value in it, but that's about it, to be honest. Just show you how the lockout works while we've got it open. So here's the lockout switch at the bottom. So at the moment that sloshes up and down, and if you listen, I'll just put the microphone next to the fork, have a view of the sky. You can hear the oil sloshing around inside, and when you switch the lockout on, that won't move. Well, it will move up, but it won't move down, so I guess that's what keeps the fork extended when you've got it locked out. So I guess that's damping as well, that the lockout does provide damping, because the oil has to squish through a little hole or something. So as well as getting dark, it is now raining, and I'm going to call it a day here. But I'm going to grease these up and clean them out as best as I can, put them back together and see what happens. But all in all, I think the most disappointing thing is the quality of the metal on those stanchion tubes and how they've worn so quickly. I mean, evidently there's either grit and stuff getting in through the top seal, so the seal is inadequate, or I'm not sure what's going on. But anyway, I'll clean them up, grease them up. You can have a look on my blog, Dorky Thorpey. I'll post some photos and this video here on there as well. There's probably a link in the description if you want to go over there now, and I'll give you a bit of a write-up on how the service went, and whether I managed to get a bit more travel back into these, as they are very stiff and all the travel's pretty much disappeared from them. So, yep, I'll report back. Link in description. Thanks for your time. Cheerio.